Florida Explorer here. I'm on the just off the main grade. On the left, if you're heading in from Rock Ridge Road, it's this location, which has a good possibility of being the Stewart site, due to someone having told me that there's a gate you have to go through. That is a gate, decidedly, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't been up there. But I'm between powder grade and tannic grade, both of which bisect, or rather I should say dead end, into the main grade. And I'll get a mile marker shortly on the way back. In the meantime, I'm going to go on in here and see if this is it. If I could avoid getting swallowed by spider webs. Certain amount of research involved in finding this, but sheer serendipity as well. I happen to be walking my bike instead of riding it, otherwise I wouldn't have flashed onto this gate here. So again, certain amount of luck for sure dealing with any of this kind of thing. Holy cow. That is the mother biggest spider I've ever seen in my whole young life. I do not want anything to do with him. I'd rather not mess up his web getting by here either if I can avoid it. Probably took a couple minutes to construct all that. Oh, this is it. This is it. That's the cabin. I'm here today without the lovely research assistant who could not make it, unfortunately. Had family commitments, but she is certainly much missed and much beloved. And I know she would enjoy seeing this in person as well. Hopefully she'll get to come back, or at least I'll know where the heck it is next time. Very, 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 very cool. This is the homestead and gravesite of the Stewarts, whose allegedly, I don't know that in today's court the body of evidence would stand up to scrutiny, but we'll say allegedly for these purposes that they were, well, certainly they were murdered, but in a very heinous manner. But as to whether or not it was her grandchildren, her grandchild and an accomplice, remains speculation to this point. Anyway, all that being said and done, I have found it. Thank you, Joe Dunn, and all those people who gave good research. There were some really crappy articles out there that have this completely somewhere else, 5 miles down the road. But we were talking to some locals not too long ago. The last time I was up here trying to find this thing. And Joe's excellent GPS guidelines. I'm here. I found it. So, it's amazing, just an amazing thing to think of, a time in our civilization when you could just, drive your buggy or ride your wagon or pull your horse or whatever off to the side of the road. Nobody claimed, and there was a lot of land unclaimed, that you could set up your home out in the woods and fight nature and wildlife and carve it out of literally the wilderness at that time. Fascinating time. I don't know, I love my gadgets and TVs, but I think I would have thrived in that time. But anyway, this is it. Been standing here since that day, before the day that they were killed. And they lived here. Stunningly mind-boggling to think people lived here and were ultimately killed here. I've often talked before that we could live in a home this size. Certainly, so there's no question about that. Just got to have a bed big enough, long enough rather, for my feet to hang off of. So this is it. Very cool. Found it. I'm going to photograph it, document it, and head on down the road. I had 2 good finds today. Maybe another one along the way home. I passed a couple sites on the way home I might check out. But see, that's it. Florida Explorer, Stewart Homestead, Green Swamp Wildlife Management Area.